not as a misunderstanding or an accident. It is a deliberate act of the Chinese officialdom to prevent us from completing our mission. After our visit to our troops in Palawan yesterday, where the President personally talked to the troops involved in the RORE, we have now come to the conclusion that it was not a misunderstanding or an accident. We are not downplaying the incident. It was an aggressive and illegal use of force. We, however, continue to find peaceful solutions to this issue, as pointed out by the President, and I quote, "We are not in the business to instigate wars. The Philippines is a responsible state. We will continue to exercise our freedoms and rights in support of our national interest in accordance with international law," unquote.
Si Secretary Gibo Chodoro. Hindi to sila nga misunderstanding lang nga ginpayag. Primero, ni Executive Secretary Bersamin nga misunderstanding posible ang natabo sa West Philippines nga nautdan na to kumulag ko ang soldado, no? Hindi ang misunderstanding kundi hungod sang Chinese Coast Guard kag Chinese militia nga takihon tong aton nga mga soldado sa Sierra Madre sa Ayungin Shoal. Amo ni ang latest nga informasyon nga nasagap sang presidente ni President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos sang nagbisita siya dito sa Palawan.
When we first arrived, we said we'd be more. And we were. We said we'd give you more. And we did. We even sourced 100% of our electricity from renewable energy, all while having the lowest rates in the country. But wait, no, that's not enough. This year, we're going to do more. But what does do more mean? It means more upgrades. More trees, more mangroves, more fingerlings, more crops, and more fruits. More of her, more of him, more of you, more of us, more of her, him, you, and us, making this world a better place for them. More power is going to do more, because with more power comes great sustainability.
Iloilo City's transformative platform, known as Wheels by Mayor Jerry P. Treñas, made a huge difference. Wheels stands for welfare, health, education, environment, livelihood, and sustainability. This highlights the remarkable projects and efforts that have been driving the city towards a more sustainable and empowered future. With Wheels, we had a long journey through the years. And now, we reached our destination of empowering Ilonggos for a sustainable future. This is Wheels, the arrival. Welfare is at the heart of the Wheels initiative. The eye care centers provide essential services to the community, with 5 operational centers and 6 more under construction. While the redevelopment of markets like Arevalo, Haro, and La Paz aims to enhance the city's urban landscape and convenient customer and merchant experience, with budgets allocated to support each project. Furthering its commitment to the welfare of its citizens, Iloilo City plans to construct a state-of-the-art legislative building. Additionally, the City Hall employees will have access to affordable housing with low-rise condominium units, while the urban poor will benefit from a condominium building under the Pambansang Pabahay para sa Pilipino program. The COA Bodega, a modern storage facility, will streamline operations, while new facilities for BJMP and PNP ensures better facilities for law enforcement. Balay Dalayunan, a cultural landmark, will provide a space for artistic expression and community gatherings. Payment centers like Marymart and the Atrium, SM City, and Megaworld will bring greater convenience to the people. Also, the Iloilo City Dog Pound and Animal Shelter at Calahunan Sanitary Landfill in Mandurriao District is serving as home for stray or rescue dogs. The health component of Wheels has made significant strides. The San Isidro Dialysis Center offers life-saving treatments to 84 patients weekly. The newly expanded Iloilo City Hospital has a capacity of 100 beds and provides accessible healthcare to its residents. Immunization services play a vital role in maintaining public health, with substantial progress made in administering the measles, rubella, and bivalent oral polio vaccines. COVID-19 vaccinations have been widely distributed across age groups, contributing to the city's fight against the pandemic. We also established a swab center. Iloilo City recognizes the importance of inclusive education in shaping a better future. With substantial investments in schools, modules, and laptops, the Boost for Education program empowers teachers and students alike. New courses at ICCC and TIIC expand educational opportunities, while scholarship supports the dreams of the serving students. The construction of district libraries and the introduction of various training programs contribute to a knowledge-rich environment. Through skill development and literacy initiatives, Iloilo City ensures a brighter future for its residents. The redevelopment of plazas, koi pond beautification pots, and fish dispersal programs enhance the city's biodiversity and environment. The Tree Park Network, Beach Forest, Mangrove Eco Park, and Native Tree Growing Project exemplify the city's commitment to environmental conservation. Various gardening projects and cleanup initiatives promote eco-consciousness among citizens. The livelihood component of Wheels supports economic growth and self-sufficiency. The Business One-Stop Shop promotes ease of doing business, while the Uswag Negosyo Academy, or UNA, empowers aspiring entrepreneurs with knowledge and support. The UNA program, Terminal Market Rehabilitation, and Vocational Training Initiatives provide opportunities for entrepreneurship and skill development. We also made a big leap as we rehabilitate the Iloilo Terminal and Central Markets. Lastly, the sustainability aspects of Wheels drives progress and efficiency. All of the aforementioned programs and projects shall be sustained beyond Mayor Jerry Peña's leadership. The legacy shall live for our children's future. Wheels has united Iloilo City towards a future that is not only sustainable, but also full of promise. Through the collective efforts of government, businesses, and citizens, Iloilo City is paving the way for progress, welfare, and harmony. Thank you for joining us as we embark on this arrival of empowerment and sustainability. Together, we have built a better tomorrow for Iloilo City and beyond.
Gusto mo bala sa manamit nga donut nga dalon sa imo pamilya? Hindi ka na magbakal sa iban pa. Bangod bukas na para sa tanan ang Mars Pastries nga napahamtang sa sulod sang Ceres Terminal sa Barangay Kamaligaro, syudad sang Iloilo. Ano pang ginahulat nyo? Dali na! Mabakal na kita sa donut sa Mars Pastries. Pasalubong nga may pagpalangga sa imo pamilya. Mars Pastries. Barato na, manamit pa!
swag spirit, we are continuously gearing up our services for the Ilonggos. Wheels for Inclusive Development and Good Governance is our roadmap in bringing our city to the next level. This sixth agenda platform composes welfare, health, education, environment, livelihood, and sustainability. With our ardent desire of attaining inclusive progress and making more promising practices, we continue to address issues through different projects and initiatives that truly make our wheels on the go.
Minutos na nakaligad sa alas 8, balik kita sa aton nga pagpangalaga diri sa Iloilo Night Watch. Yari si Mayor Luis Gatchalian, parte ni sa pagban sa pugo sa iya nga lugar. No, hindi sa gusto nga mayara dito nga pugo o kon Philippine Offshore Gaming Operation kay base mapiktuhan ang iya nga mga pumulo. Kay base ano pa magkalinabo sa peace and order sa iya tong lugar. Valenzuela City Mayor Luis Gatchalian. Courtesy sang ANC.
The PAG course is more, that's why LGUs and mayors should be more vigilant now because of it's not new anymore. It's already proliferating not only in Luzon, not only Metro Manila. Now we were investigating areas in Tarlac and in Porac. And I'm sure there are also operations in Visayas region. So as a mayor, you know, we have to safeguard. For example, Valenzuela City, it's very hard to safeguard because we are home of 20,000 factories and warehouses. We're not like vertical buildings where you can just go in and check if there are IT-related or BPO-related. As there are walls, etc. Yeah. But we have our own task force, our own SIBAT together with, I call it SIBAT, no? It's a joint operation between the business process, the business permits, BPLO, OBO, the building officials, and other agencies. So daily, weekly, they go around the city checking. And when you check, you would already know if there is already this, for example, warehouse with the tall wall has IT operations. Yeah. Hindi naman natin Karen matatanggal kasi makikita mo their BPO setup eh. Computers everywhere plus the existence of Chinese nationals inside those warehouses. So you can already assess from there and it's already a warning. It's already a warning for us.
Okay, and just recently you ordered the closure of a warehouse in Valenzuela City and it displayed a Chinese flag.
Yeah.
So let's start with this. Did you close it because simply of the Chinese flag? Because that smacks of xenophobia at one point, right?
Yes.
I mean, why did you close this?
Okay. First, we closed it because we have the what we call the Flag and Heraldic Code of the Philippines. So it's already in violation of a national law, a Republic Act, that we cannot put up a flag of another nation in your premises. No?
Only embassies can do that.
Except embassies, yeah. So this happened actually, Karen, a few days before the Independence Day, wherein we are the one putting Philippine flag in our government centers. So incidentally, of course, it went viral as well. I saw it in Facebook and other social media. And I asked my team, the task force, to go in and to check what's the story about it. And true enough, there are mainland Chinese nationals working in the vicinity.
But what do they do?
Okay, so Karen, in Valenzuela, as I mentioned, there are a lot, because of our geographic location, this is the preferred sites for warehouses. Because logistics and warehouses business, they're really doing good in Valenzuela. And these warehouses, landlords, they keep on building and renting it out. not knowing actually who the nationality or the goods or what kind of businesses are being operated inside the rented warehouse. So in this instance, we found out that there are two companies with mainland Chinese, I guess, workers or supervisors inside. They're into trading business. That's very common. Goods from China, they put it there, then logistics lang kami. They don't sell it in Valenzuela, but they deliver it to other areas. And apparently, one of the companies, STR Power, it's called STR Power, does not even have a business permit.
From the mayor's office?
From the mayor's office, yeah. So we
But
found,
how long have they been operating?
they said they've been there for months, around 6 months or more. And since that's the information from the community. Since they didn't apply the proper permits, we don't know how long they've been there. The other one has a permit. So on the question of the nationality, Karen, Valenzuela City welcomes any nationality. We don't have, as long as you're an investor, we welcome them because investors and businessmen are the lifeline of the city.
Yeah.
So we're not an agriculture, we're not fishing. Our industry is what makes Valenzuela who we are and our lifeline. So it's not new to us that I always see mainland Chinese working or being hired or even owning some of the warehouses inside Valenzuela. But it's in this instance, in order for you to get occupancy permit, we also have national law regarding this, and one of the sections in that law pertains to our right to check the working visas of the people inside. So like in this case, actually they have proper permits.
Okay.
So the one who put the flag, so they had proper permits.
So this particular business, for example, is it possible for them to reapply for a license?
Yes, they can reapply pending the requirements that are needed on the occupancy permit and also the mayor's permit and the other permits like in the fire, etc.
Okay.
Like I said, we in Valenzuela we don't want to make it hard because you're another foreign nationality. As long as businesses are coming into the Valenzuela, you're an investor, then we'd gladly help you. But the most important right now, of course, putting a flag of another country is already something that is quite new. In fact, it's the first time that happened to Valenzuela of all the issues in the national pertaining the West Philippine Sea and Ayungin Shoal, etc. I was really surprised to see that somebody has shall we say the guts to put up a flag a few days before the Independence Day of the Philippines. So that caught my attention already.
I think that was a statement, possibly, what they were trying to do.
Yes. Of course, my people cannot talk to them directly because of the language barrier. But I think they are also sending a message of their maybe their existence inside my city or inside the country. But then again, as we saw their documentation, they showed to us that they have proper working visas and working permits given by the national government. So the LGU cannot do anything in this part.
Now, another interesting, let's move something related to Pogo as well. The very controversial Mayor Bamban, Mayor Alice Go, once said she lived in Valenzuela. Did you discover her actual residence?
Yeah. Karen, it's true. Like I mentioned to you, we have a lot of foreign nationals, not only from China, but majority are from China, that started their business in Valenzuela, actually. They come here, maybe starting to rent a small warehouse, do trading, whether garments, plastics, or numerous goods coming in from China. And then eventually, when the business becomes successful, they buy the property or they expand. And they always choose Valenzuela because we are industrial city and the logistical geographic location makes it suitable for logistics in delivering the goods. So in the case of Alice Go, the family came in from China, the parents came in.
What year?
According to the I'm not sure of the particular year, but we are basing on we couldn't find them in the database of the
Of Valenzuela.
Yeah, Valenzuela,
Oo.
the business
But
process.
I'm
That's why we
curious.
cannot establish the real year
Yeah.
where they.
But where did she live?
Oh, she lived inside the warehouse, and
In Valenzuela.
in Valenzuela.
Okay, and where is the warehouse?
So we identified it. It's in Barangay Kanumay West.
Okay, is that where you live?
Actually, incidentally, it's where me and Senator Win lives as
Okay.
well on the same
Street.
road, but it's a long road. It's it's not a street. It's a long main road, and like we are also where we grew up is actually a plastic factory where my dad started his own business. So all those neighboring are warehouses and old factories converted to warehouse.
Yeah, but let's make it clear, you were born in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, we were born there exactly
Okay,
in Valenzuela.
Born there. All right, so I want to ask about this. So the neighbor said they knew Alice Go as a teenager in Valenzuela.
Yeah, not only the neighbor, the landlord of that leasing that warehouse is actually a childhood family friends of us and Senator Win. We grew up together, playing together in the streets.
So
there.
logically speaking, if Alice Go was there as a teenager, most likely if she claims to be Filipino, she would have been born in Valenzuela.
Yes.
But was she born in Valenzuela?
Well, there's no document showing that. There's no document also legitimizing the business that the parents supposedly set up. All we know is they stayed there only for a few years, according to the community and according to the landlord.
But I'm curious, what did the landlord say? Being the landlord, he must have met her and said, no, she came from China.
Yes, that's what he said actually. But it's not only the Go family, because this landlord has a couple of properties. And it's common for them to have tenants from mainland China.
But did he say
yes,
Alice Go?
They confirmed that the parents first were there in the present. They set
The
up a
mother
business.
and the father.
And mother and the father and the siblings, the children, were there inside the warehouse when they started their life in the Philippines and also their business.
Is this in
Valenzuela.
2013 or much earlier?
Much earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, much
Go
earlier.
on. And
then they said that the landlord said that they just stayed there for maybe a couple of years, 1 year or 2 years before they moved out. Like I mentioned to you, a lot of foreign nationals or Chinese, they move out either to expand their business, to buy other properties. So maybe in the case of the Go family, maybe Tarlac, they went to Tarlac or to the north. So Valenzuela was just their entry.
Yeah, but was Alice Go with the parents?
Yes. With the
That's
parents.
what the landlord said.
Apparently what they remembered. Yeah.
So clearly she's a foreign national.
Well, I do not have the right to judge, of course, knowing that there's ongoing Senate inquiry on this matter. But those are the information that we got from the community. You know, in Valenzuela, like in our case, we're not as big as well, no? And growing up there, you would... Obviously, when you grow up in an area, you would have playmates, you would have classmates, you would have even basketball mates or whatever. The community would know that your existence was there. So clearly, the family's existence is they came from foreign land that came to Valenzuela as transient, started the business, trading business, and moved further to their life.
But did Alice Go have playmates in Valenzuela?
Not that I've asked, not that
like, did
we've
she
known
go
for.
to school in Valenzuela?
Not really as well. There's no information about the school or a close playmates. And, like for myself, we all grew up there with the secretariats.
I'm curious. I mean, you're not the landlord, but did the landlord say how old Alice Go was?
No specific information because he couldn't remember much as well because he has many tenants.
I get you.
Yeah, even now, they have foreign tenants. But they mentioned that knowing this particular family coming from China with children coming in there and even helping in the business. I think embroidery or garments was the business.
But my bigger issue, frankly, to the senators watching, why didn't they call the landlord to the hearing? Was the landlord in the hearing? No.
No, I think,
Exactly my
yes,
point.
yeah.
That landlord could have given information. In fact, if he saw Alice go, he could have pointed, and that's you.
Yeah.
Well, moving on. The landlord is safe.
Yes.
Yes, okay, all right. So, another issue is, I think that's important information if they're going to have another hearing, that they call the landlord to the Senate. But the interesting part is Alice Go, winning in 2022, was a member of NPC, your party.
Yeah.
Did you meet her in the party?
No, I haven't met her personally in the numerous occasions that we have in NPC, because I believe she is a new member of the party. She only became a member when I think she ran in 2022. I don't know the exact details, but I think when she ran, she even used another political party. Then eventually she took oath to our party, NPC, Nationalist People's
After
Coalition, after winning already. And Tarlac as well, the province, we have a lot of members in Tarlac coming from the provincial level to the congressional and to the local level. So it might have been that he joined the group of the whole Tarlac.
So, has she been kicked out of the party?
Yes, yeah.
What's the status? Yeah.
Well, first of all, the Gatchalian siblings have been a member of NPC since we started our political career, and Sherwin is Senator Win is seated as one of the board of trustees or advisors in the political party. And I think the party, together with our chairman, Senator Tito Soto, believe that I think the values and that the party has been adhering is very different from one of the members, which is Mayor Alice Go. So yes, our chairman decided to expel her from the political party. And also not to, I guess one of the reasons also is not to drag the name of NPC throughout all this month-long hearing investigation on her. NPC, we've always been, we're not as a big political party, but we are very strong in the sense that we're always together, and we believe on certain values that puts us all together as a public servant. And I guess the party decided, I'm not an officer in the party, but I guess the officers and the board of advisors decided on it's better for Alice.
Oh, now Bamban has a small voter base of 50,000, I believe. But will this mean that NPC will be fielding another candidate?
That we don't know. Depends next year, but we'll still. We still don't know because Tarlac as a whole is majority is NPC. NPC.
Really?
If you look of it. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to a bigger issue right now that's going on in Valenzuela. Ito yung tinatawag na palit ulo scam. All right, let's talk about this. So it is one specific private hospital. It is called the
allegedly, it's the ACE Medical Center.
Okay, so the ACE Medical Center is a private hospital.
Yes.
And you have constituents complaining that itong palit ulo scam, which sounds quite different from what it actually is. But explain, you have 4 constituents who have filed a case.
Yeah, serious illegal detention
Go ahead.
case.
Ano yung racket doon?
So, apparently, of course, I give due respect, Karen, to the private hospitals in Valenzuela. We have a couple of big names and also medium-sized hospitals. And I always give respect to them in the sense that they are part of the overall health network of the city. In short, we help each other. So in Valenzuela City, we have a couple of big hospitals. We have a couple of, the big ones are maybe 4. We have medium clinics and hospitals. And we are lucky enough to have DOHS level level 2 or level 3 hospitals in our city, and the LGU has its own infirmatory or emergency hospital in the city. I'm building one more medical center, which is it's going to be an ambulatory hospital. So Ace, being in business for a long time in Valenzuela, is a partner of the overall healthcare network of our city. And I am very thankful for the existence of these hospitals because I'm lucky enough that they invested in Valenzuela to help my constituents. But, 4 of my constituents, and actually 4 only filed cases, Karen. I have numerous constituents going to the office already since the time I had press con.
Okay.
And apparently that this palit ulo.
So what are they doing?
Okay, the palit ulo is when a patient has no capacity to pay for the bill, they would ask the patient or the relative to go out and look for money, but on the consequence of asking one of your relative, a living relative to be detained inside the hospital. And the Philippine National Police got hold of CCTV footage on 1 or 2 of these victims, wherein they are detained in the security office of that hospital.
What, for days?
For months, actually. So
You're serious.
There's one 4 cases.
Yeah.
So,
can you give one specific case?
Okay, one specific case is actually a baby.
Yeah.
Of course, the mommy gave birth to the baby, but the baby was withheld for 3 months. The mom was allowed to go out, but the baby was detained.
Is this the mother who had a pending bill of 275,000 pesos? Is that the one?
Yes.
So the mother stepped out and had to search for 275,000.
And obviously, it's not easy for her to borrow money, to search money. Mahirap eh. So, he was asking for the hospital if they could just sign promissory note. They were not allowed. And the baby was there. In fact, the baby was taken care of by nurses and employees inside the hospital because they're pitching their own money already to buy the milk and the necessities of the baby. This is a baby, and first of all, if a newly if the mom gave birth to a baby, they should not be detached. Karen, you would know this. You're a mom.
Of course.
The first thing is you cannot be detached from your baby. So, well, apparently this happened.
Go on.
So until now, I met the girl. Actually, she's now 7 years old. So this is back in 2017.
Okay.
As far as 2017. Until now, the hospital haven't released the birth certificate.
So yun na yung wini-withhold.
Yun na. Kasi may balanse pa. May
magkano balanse?
I don't have the correct details.
So
but
that's
minimal.
one. That's one. Ano yung case naman na yung living relative ang dinetain sa security office? Grabe naman
this was case number 1 or 2, happened last February. The husband, his wife passed away. So in order to get they don't want to release the death certificate. They don't want to release the cadaver. Even when they signed the promissory note already, he was able to borrow money from an OFW relative. He was able to bring it, but there's still remaining balance. Instead of allowing him to sign a promissory note or exiting, they asked the sister to replace the cadaver. So I was there actually, Karen, because the reason I found this case is because I went to the wake and found out that the wake, and they started telling me stories. Mayor, my sister is inside, but we were able to get the cadaver. So I said, what are you talking about? So no, the sister was detained. If you could help us, because we needed to kailangan na ilibing siyempre yung katawan. So that's one of the case. Another case was COVID time. So COVID time is 7 days under our DOH protocol. You have to stay inside. Back then, it was the height of the pandemic. So they were put in individual rooms, sharing rooms. So this lady, the victim number 3, finished the 7 days. So she was well. But since she has an HMO, by the way, so she works in a reputable company, in BPO company in Makati. So the company paid for the hospital bill, but there's some miscellaneous fees. So he doesn't have the money that time because it was pandemic. He doesn't have the income back then. So he was detained for almost a month, 19 days, 20 days. But his duration of his is according to the DOH protocols is only 7 days. When you're well, you can go out already.
Yeah.
So in the case, the bill was running like a taxi.
Wow.
So it's piling up until this huge amount. So this was back in pandemic. So
Yeah.
around
Okay.
2020.
So clearly, we don't have enough time, but this hospital, but the problem is this hospital is a reputable and big
Yes.
hospital in Valenzuela City.
in the whole Philippines
In
as
the
well,
whole
Karen.
Philippines,
They have,
okay.
I think,
Nabatian si Valenzuela City Mayor Awes Gatchalian, no? Tigi na pabugal ito yung ito sa mga pugo operation to sa ila lugar, no? Ito sang operation kaga sang hitabo, no? Nga makabig naton nga gina-operate sa mga sindikato nga mga illegal nga mga pasugal dito sa Valenzuela City, mga kabit. Kaya mo na mayan, at least makainganyo ka sa mga investors, nga bargain mo sila, nga maayo ang peace and order situation sa inyo nga lugar, matawhay, kaga wala sang mga dalag ko nga mga krimen nga nagaluluntad sa inyo nga syudad. 6 minutos na nakaligad sa last 9, basi mangita mo bulak ara sa Pinang sa Flower Shop. Pangitaan nyo lang Pinangs da, ara lang lapit sa UI da, sa kilid ng Los Filipinos Bakery. Pwede ka mo order bulak da kay Mr. and Mrs. Cyril Taco Salmi. Ari ilan number sa 0920-825-6483, 0920-825-6483 kag 0916-786-8896, 0916-786-8896 Pinangs Flower Shop. Tag kung magpaluto mga mo sa mga paborito nyong pagkaunara kay Niji Matupa sa Cruising Patio Dueñas, Iloilo. No, kadtuin nyo lang da, pabuking ka mo mas temprano kay Niji kag kay Digol Pan. Hindi ka mo magkalipat ha. No? Kung magkuha man sang kamo sang condo units, ara man sa SMDC. Pangitaan nyo si Ma'am Cha, ang direktor dira sa SMDC. Kaya para mabuligan ka mo niya. Ha? Ano pang nahulat nyo para sa investment nyo, ara ang condo units ang SMDC. More power Iloilo, bringing more to life.
When we first arrived, we said we'd be more. And we were. We said we'd give you more. And we did. We even source 100% of our electricity from renewable energy, all while having the lowest rates in the country. But wait, no, that's not enough. This year, we're going to do more. But what does do more mean? It means more upgrades. More trees, more mangroves, more fingerlings, more crops, and more fruits. More of her, more of him, more of you, more of us, more of her, him, you, and us, making this world a better place for them. More power is going to do more, because with more power comes great sustainability.
My heart beats to the sound of the drums of our Ilonggo warriors. It dances with joy to nature and the open spaces that surround me in Iloilo. My heart is filled with love for the warm people, our culture, and heritage. It breaks into song as it sees the changes that progress brings to our city. The new modern blending with the old, a merger of the present and the past. My heart is full as dreams are fulfilled here. Everything I need and want is here. Iloilo is my happy place. The place I call home. Where love and affection overflow. It's the city of love after all. So when you visit, first we give you our food, and when we give you our food, we give you our love. You become part of us. This is why my heart beams with pride for Iloilo City and its people. There's just no place like home. Even if I go somewhere, I bring Iloilo City with me. My heart is never lost. For my heart beats in Iloilo.
My heart beats in Iloilo City.
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 My heart beats in Iloilo City. My heart beats in Iloilo City.
Our planet needs more. More from me, more from you, more from all of us. Since we started, More Power has committed itself to bringing more to life. But what is more? As an electric distribution utility, we light up thousands of homes, businesses, and institutions. So that's where we started. Under our 5-year development plan for Iloilo City, we worked to rehabilitate and modernize the system. We conducted an overhaul of our distribution system by investing in state-of-the-art facilities. This made sure our system was more responsive on several levels. Repair and optimization of facilities to decrease power interruptions. Automated restoration to decrease downtime for 90% of these interruptions. A 24/7 response team present for the rest, and mobile substations to relieve overloading. These state-of-the-art technologies have a focus on sustainable practices, such as net metering services allowing consumers to export excess energy, cutting down their cost and increasing the use of renewable energy. All of this while having 100% renewable sourcing from geothermal power plants and cutting electricity rates in half. This made sure that the energy we supplied was more reliable, more accessible, more sustainable, and more affordable. And we will continue to endeavor in incorporating renewable energy into our portfolio for the long term. Our services are only limited by our technology, and when we upgrade, we can bring more to your life. We partnered with LGUs to streamline the application process to make electricity more accessible to all of our consumers. We are not afraid to take on pilferage syndicates. We collaborated with the LGUs to convert these illegal connections to legal connections. Justice and fairness must be the standard. Through the streamlined process, paired with our efforts to apprehend pilferers and crack down on illegal connections, we have reformed the energy sector. Now those who were forced to live on illegal connections can now take pride in being legitimate consumers.
We are also not ignorant of the crisis our city and consumers have been facing. We feel your struggle, and we are here with you as partners. And that's what gave birth to the Partners in Power Foundation.
Through our foundation, we donated millions to help the city and its institutions fight against COVID with dedicated response teams assigned to major hospitals for rapid response to save lives. Beyond all this, we wanted to do more for our environment. In our first 2 years, we planted trees, mangroves, and released fingerlings. We have even adopted an entire mangrove park and supported a citywide endeavor for urban gardening. We also worked on what we could do more within our system. Our entire distribution system was made more sustainable by replacing every wooden pole and transformer with stronger and eco-friendly materials. And for every wooden pole we replaced, we committed to plant trees for each one of them. And you are a part of this too. 1,400 of us worked together to donate flower pots for bike lanes throughout Iloilo City, along with encouraging our workforce to bike to work. But still, there's so much more to be done. Our mission stays the same, to bring more to life. As long as we work together, we can do more, we can be more.
Minutos na nakaligad sa alas 9 sa Barido family, sa Bautista family na day Juliet. Hanggang text dire. Salamat. Kay ang aton nga pa-shoutout na di ang aton nga Facebook. Da pigado. Gidang sodlan na isang internet di. Bangod sa PLDT nga pigado. So kabay pa nga naintindihan nyo. Kabay pa nga maara lang kamo sa mayong kahimtangan da. Kabay pa nga nagapamati kamo sa gyapon kag nagatanaw sa ato nga pagpangalan. Ang ining impormasyon ginadulong man sa inyo sang load left trading and services. Sa mga kadakong construction firm nga nabase sa Metro Manila. Kagini ginapanagyan ni Engineer Joey Diaz, pwede ka mo makapobra balay, makapahimo sang plano, no? Pwede ka mo arang load left trading and services. Aring numbers nila 0939-812-6336. 0939-812-6336. O kung mag-email ka mo sa maria_rose@yahoo.com. Hindi ka mo magkalipat kung pabakulod ka mo, maghulam ka mo mga gown, mga arkila, ara sa Plaza Mart sa siyudad sa Bacolod. Ara dang di Altias Bridal Shop. Hinapanagyan na ni Mama Diana Guancia. Kadto lang kamo dira. Kaga basin loan man kamo sa lakyan, ara si Ma'am Tia Diaz sa Toyota sa Tabuk Subaharo. Kadtuin nyo lang da palihog. Hindi kamo maguya-uya. Kay Nelson Bautista, salamat man sa pagtanaw. Kay Leslie London nyo, kag sa iban pa naton nga mga maukod nga mga listeners, salamat gid sa pag-text diri sa aton, no? So sa aton nga chat room, budlayan kita goro kay nga na siling tablang ang PLDT pigado. Ang internet na connection pigado. Di damo bligyan nila trunk line, sila yan nawad ansang na ilang trunk line, no? Bagong pungko nga NBI Director, si retired Judge Jaime Santiago, anay pulis man ni siya, sharpshooter ni siya. Hindi mo ni basta-basta nga mabindihan kung parte sa operation sa National Bureau of Investigation. Nagmando siya sa tanan nga mga field officers nga dapat pangdakpo niya mga nagapanghak, no, sa mga cyber criminals. Gina-check in sang mga miyembro sang NBI, mga ahente, ang mga lugar posibleng kung din sila nagahulokmong. Ama kung madamo-damo ng ginpanghak nila, website sa military, ENC, ABS-CBN, damo pa, no? Nga mga ginpanghak ini sa mga tunto nila. So amo ning order ni retired Judge Jaime Santiago sa iya nga mga ahente sa mga probinsya nga para man nga malagas kag magkaladakpan. Ari si retired Judge Director subong sa nga NBI, may kangtanan sa iya nga mando.
Over, I have promised you and I have announced publicly that we will pound on cyber crimes. So isa agad na nag-respond sa aking request ay si Attorney Lontok. So I am commending him. No? Ito na agad ang product. Start pa lamang ito. We have several operations lined up. No? Sunod-sunod na ito. Kaya yung mga scammers, cybercrime na mga ating hackers, maghanda na kayo. Eto na kami. Attorney Lontok will be very active on this. Kung yung tungkol sa ng operation, kung may tanong kayo, he will answer you. Okay, attorney? Yes, sir?
Sir, for sure meron kayong informant about sa kanila or parang sure sa kanila. Pero ano ba talaga yung mga places na sila talaga yung suspect? Ano meron kayo dyan? Na tuturo na sila torturan, hacking,
Yep.
Yeah, good morning po sa lahat. Actually, we've been tracking them since 2016. Nag-start kasi ito mga minors noon.
Si
Naalala nyo
Atty.
yung 2016
Jeremy
na hacking
Lutok,
UST.
ang
Galit sila sa isang doktor.
sa cybercrime
in-exploit nila yung system na yon. Ang grupo nila noon is Global Security Hackers. Kaya hindi sila magalaw-galaw ng law enforcement. Mga bata pa kasi sila noon eh. Aside from UST, na-exploit din nila yung Dragon Pay. Na-deface nila yon. And then yung some members ng Global Security Hackers, nag-shift sila noong 2019 sa Pinoy Lulsec. Nung nasa Pinoy Lulsec sila, ang exploit naman nila, base sa kanilang statement, yung ating Armed Forces of the Philippines. Yung Philippine Army na-exploit daw nila, allegedly, yung Philippine Navy nakasama, even the National Security Council. By 2023, na-exploit din nila yung database mismo ni Bello. So lahat ito nasa extrajudicial confession ng ating mga huli. They admittedly, openly, even doon sa inquest proceeding namin kahapon, inadmit nila yung kanilang mga exploit. Nung minor pa sila, hanggang ngayon na, I think nasa 24, 25 na yung mga edad na mga to.
Sir, tanong lang namin, no? Anong personality nitong mga suspect po natin? Nakalagay yung rito, 3, pero 5 yung nasa likod po na suspect natin ngayon. Ano ang mga background nila, personality, saan sila connected? Although nabanggit ko nga, Philippine Lulsec at saka Global Sec. Ano ho yung profession nila ngayon?
Yeah, well first, magkaibang kaso ho ito, kaya 5 sila nandiyan dyan. Yung dalawa ho dyan, kagabi lang ho namin nahuli. Sila naman ho yung engaged doon sa mga compromised go time accounts. Ito ho mga go time accounts, mga fake identification, fake information na nandiyan dyan. Ito po yung ginagamit pang-scam ng ating mga scammer. Ito yung direktiba ng ating direktor nung umupo siya, mas maganda raw, maging proactive tayo. So in the sense, nung nag-cyber patrol kami, nakita namin, rampant yung bentahan nitong mga mule accounts na ginagamit ng mga cyber criminals. Before pa nila magamit doon sa criminal activity, hinuli na namin because under the law, mere possession as well as yung selling ng mga mule accounts na to, bawal ho sa batas ng Pilipinas.
Background nila, sir. Anong profession nila ngayon? Saan sila connected?
Okay. Doon sa mga hackers tayo, yung unang 3 pong nahuli namin, yung isa po rito ay data officer ng Manila Bulletin. As a matter of fact, ang ina-allege niya, base sa kanyang extrajudicial confession, ang may hawak sa kanya at nag-uutos sa kanya na mag-exploit ng mga system ay isang editor ng Manila Bulletin. Siya na ho ang magpapangalan doon kung sino. Marami ho siyang may kikwento sa inyo. And then pangalawa, yung isang hacker, isa ho siyang cyber security researcher ng isang malaking company sa BGC. Ayaw ko lang po munang pangalanan kasi under investigation po yon. Pero doon po siya employed. Yung isa naman, graduating student siya. Ayaw ko hong i-disclose yung school niya para sa security din niya. Pero dati siyang member din ng Pinoy Lulsec. Ang medyo worrisome dito sa nakita namin, si AKA Illusion, yung isa sa mga hacker dito, ang nakita namin sa kanyang device through control viewing, yung mga user account credential ng mga bangko. PNB, BDO, Union Bank, even Security Bank. So nakita namin, nandoon yung credentials, password, username, even OTP, nandoon, thousands of data. So magbe-verify kami, tatanungin namin yung mga bangko na to kung nag-i-exist ba itong mga data. Kasi ito ho yung gagamitin ng mga scammers natin sa kanilang exploit. Kaya ako nahihirapan ng law enforcement sa pagtatrack kasi yung mga recorded na identity, puro fake dahil ho dito yan sa kanilang hawak na mga database.
Sir, last ka lang sa akin. Last ka lang po sa akin. Gaano kalawak at nila dito sa mga data na ito na hawak nila, ibinibenta ba ito sa black market o sa paano ba nagiging sistema nila kapag hawak na nila itong mga data nito or may ginagawa ba sila na ina-announce nila sa publiko para sabihin na mahina yung sistema, ganito, paano ba?
Yeah, halos lahat ng sinabi nyo nangyayari yan. For sale ho bawat information sa mga breach forum, mga dark forums, kung nakakadalaw ho kayo doon, binebenta ho yung mga data na yan. Ang bumibili ho niyan yung mga organized cyber criminals. Kasi ito po yung kanilang mode of establishing anonymity para ho hindi matrack ng authority yung kanilang activity sa cyberspace. Yung iba naman, pag naka-exploit sila ng system, it's a sort of bragging rights kasi gusto nila maging member ng isang malaking hacking group. Kaya in a way nagyayabang sila doon sa online. May ganong method sila. Yung iba naman parang sharing ng info. Ibibigay namin itong kailangan nyo, halimbawa credentials, ibigay mo naman sa amin yung script. So parang bargain. May ganon ding nangyayari na observe namin sa cyberspace. So halo-halo ho yun. Pwedeng for sale, pwedeng tawag nito, pang-strengthen ng kanilang cyber tools. And then yung iba naman pwedeng pagpapakilala na ako ito, kaya kong pasukin to, so dapat makasama ako sa grupo ninyo na medyo kilala sa cyberspace. Halo-halo po yun.
Other questions? Inform you na bago namin i-present sila sa inyo, they have undergone inquest proceedings. So, kumbaga, hindi lamang suspected, kundi they have undergone inquest proceedings and cases have been filed. No? Yun ang ano. And I have instructed Attorney Luntok, I want it hanggang conviction, hindi natin bibitiwan ng kaso. So, that is how NBI now works. Salamat po sa inyo. Other questions?
Yeah. Well, we call it under hot pursuit arrest. Well, tinatawag namin yan sa language namin, cyber hot pursuit. In the sense na we have personal knowledge na itong mga hackers natin is in possession ng mga sensitive data, in possession ng mga code script na pinagbabawal ng Republic Act 10175. And at the same time, with that personal knowledge, na-track namin sila yung kanilang movement. So, nang dumating yung right time, nagkaroon kami ng opportunity na we believe na as of the moment, hawak-hawak nila yung data na yan na pinagbabawal ng batas. Kinuha namin sila actually nakuha namin ito sa loob ng Manila Hotel Restaurant. Kasi doon sila kumakain. Medyo may pambayad tong mga to, kaya nandun.
Bale, nandun sila because binibenta pa rin.
Yeah, as per investigation, ang usapan, yung kanilang ayoko nang Nick, ikwento muna yung methodology namin kasi tradecraft po yan ng NBI para hindi mo ma-preempt yung strategy po namin ni Director. Yung conversation nila during that time was that magko-collate sila ng mga data breach, puro Philippine data, and then, gagawa sila ng sariling database, dadalhin nila sa dark web, doon nila ibibenta. So, ang clientele nila doon, not only locals, but even foreigners pwedeng bumili doon.
Sir, yung tinutukoy na editor, kasama mo siya sa investigation, kakasuhan?
Yeah, actually, medyo ayaw ko magsalita nung sagana ng akin. I would like to quote. Base doon sa extrajudicial confession ng ating mga hackers. Actually, galing daw sa editor yung direction kung ano yung i-hack at pagkatapos ma-hack, yung editor na raw yung bahalang mag-exploit kung ano gagawin niya. During investigation din namin, nakita namin na bawat incident o cyber incident, itong editor na to, siya yung naunang mag-post ng article about the hacking incident. Lagi siya, nakita namin yung pattern doon. At according din sa ating hacker, nung hinak nila yung Armed Forces of the Philippines and National Security Council, that was the directive ng editor na yon. As per extrajudicial confession.
Anong nakukuha ng editor out of it sa mga hinlang na nauna siya sa Facebook?
Well, mas maganda ho kung tanungin nyo na lang yung... Kasi ho, ako kinukode ko lang ho ang sinasabi ng ating mga nahuli. But as a matter of fact, under investigation ho namin ito, kasi meron din kaming nakitang allegation na itong editor daw na to ay nagbabayad sa mga local hackers para maghanap ng mga vulnerability sa system sa buong Pilipinas. So, gusto namin i-validate yan, i-verify yan, kasi malaking tao rin ito. At kilala to sa cybersecurity world, itong editor na to na tinutukoy namin. Alam ho ng mga hacker natin na nasa loob. Editor ho siya ng Manila Bulletin.
Yung sinasabi ni Atty. Tonto, those are based on the extrajudicial statement, confession ng ating mga nahuli. So, hindi namin yun haka-haka. Pagka yung natuloy-tuloy na yung investigation, yung filing of cases, we will use the extrajudicial confession to prove our case. Ganun po yun, siyempre, ingat kami po, but then, yung extrajudicial confession, they were assisted by a lawyer.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
They were assisted by a lawyer. So, they know what is happening. They know what they are telling to us. Ganun po. Kailangan po airtight ang ating ang ating case, no? Yun ang nire-request ko sa kanila. Kailangan bago tayo humarap sa media, yung talagang airtight ang case. Kaya nga siguro bakit ngayon lang? Pina-inquest muna namin, inquest proceedings, tatanungin kami ng piskal, no? So, case has been filed. Ayan na, kaya pinresent ko sa inyo. Ayoko nung haka-haka lang, suspect lang. Ganun po.
Sir, identified ba ito na talagang sindikato? Gaano ba kalawak? Bakit sila lang?
Well, sabi ko nga, since 2016, natatrack na namin yung movement ng mga to. But dahil mga minor sila noon, kaya medyo baka masayang lang yung effort namin at resources, makakawala din. So, definitely marami sila.
Sir, ano pa yung mga tips niyo para di maging biktima ng
Come again, sir, hindi ko po.
Ano pa yung mga tips niyo para di maging biktima ng
Tips para di maging biktima. Well, una, dito sa exploit, mas maganda kasi kung tatanungin nyo sila. Kasi ang kanilang clamor actually, mababaw daw yung cybersecurity tawag nito, standard ng Pilipinas. Sabi nila. Kaya naman daw nila napapasok kasi may nakikita silang mga vulnerability sa system. So, I would think, dahil sa pangyayaring ito, mas maganda, i-inform natin lahat ng stakeholder, mag-beef up ng cybersecurity para ma-avoid natin from being victimized by cybercriminals. Yeah, sinabi namin kanina, although under investigation, at ang hawak namin is yung mga account credentials, yung thousands of them, yung BDO, yung PNB, Security Bank, Union Bank. That's under investigation, sir. Magre-release kami ng tamang proper statement kapag nakuha na namin lahat ng kailangang information.
Other questions? Nico?
Sir, ayon dun sa editor, matagal na raw siyang partner na mga different government agencies.
Nabatean si Attorney Jeremy Lutok kag si retired Judge Jaime Santiago, NBI Director. Si Attorney Lutok ya NBI Cybercrime Division Chief. So mo ni ang natabo. Gahimo gali sila sang ano sa panawag na database. No? Himo sila database na baligya nila sa kundi dira nga hinsa sang gobyerno kundi din manda nga establishmento o kun bangko ti balan na nila. No? Ang mga IP number, balaan nila kung ano ang mga kahinaan, ano ang paano nila lutso. Nakabi nga insider. Kung mo pa to sang editor to sang isa kapahayagan to. Involved. Kaya na nga nugid man ang mga nagkaladakpan mo. Amo ning operasyon nila nationwide. Madamo ang gipanghap. Madamo nga mga bangko ang nadisgrasya. Hasta ang military, ang website sang military, disgrasya. So along-along kita. Why mo lang kamo obra, hindi mo sagad pinanghak. Sa tanan-tanan na mga listeners ka mga viewers, thank you so much. Nagapangayogi kami pa sa ilo pigado nga aton nga mga chatroom da. Okay, bangod nga may diferensya ang internet connection sa PLDT. Opo, nang ito to Boy Jeff kag Nonoy MJ. Ini ang inyo alagad, Johnny Yanson Diaz. Damo nga salamat kag mayong gabi Pilipinas para sa Iloilo Newsline.